Alright, I posted a picture last week on Instagram of a stash of printer ink, and I said it was time for me to order some more, and I did. It should be here any day, but it was a nice size stash. But the point is, I like to keep double that amount on hand, so when I am down to the last stash, I go ahead and make sure I order 2 more. It's relatively cheap, under $10, you know, for one, so not a big deal. But I wanted to share the printer. This is the printer. I purchased the printer last August, and I did not share because I wanted to actually use it and give a proper review on it. Purchased at Office Depot in, like I said, August. It was, I want to say $92, so just at $100. It was on sale at the time, and I think the most they ever had it was $150. It's a 4-in-1, so I have all the, you know, the features, and it's Wi-Fi, and I can you know, send things from my phone to the printer and such. All the latest features. Work smart. Previously, I have been using HP products, and I will insert a clip of what I had before, and it was 2 of them. They worked fine, and I was mainly using the printers for, it was also 4-in-1 with the fax capability for photo printing, so I needed a heavy photo printer, and I invested about $350 for those printers. I think one was the 24 series, and the next one I purchased was the 65 series, and printers work fine. I cannot remember the 24. I don't know what happened to it. I took it in to get it serviced, and I don't know, I think it just eventually died because it was heavy printing. And the same thing with the other one. And I purchased them from Costco. So, you know, lifetime warranty, but not doing as much photo printing, and I can still, you know, take them back because of their return policy, but not doing as much photo printing these days. I just needed one for the schoolwork. So this is the one we went with, and I said I am going to show you, you know, pretty much how to change the ink cartridge and how quiet, relatively quiet it is. And I am going to show you the ink cartridges that I have used thus far. So this is what I was just printing, which you'll actually see because I recorded the clip while I was printing it. But here is the other tray. So if I take one of these and run it through, it'll copy whatever. And so half the time I do that, if I don't just automatically set it to make me 2 copies, I'll just make one and then run it through the feeder. And then you have your scan capability in your, so any workbooks or things like that that I need to copy, I do there. Here's your other door in here to put your cables and disc, you know, your scan disc and things like that in there. So pretty simple, pretty easy to set up for Wi-Fi. You know, no problems. Pretty straightforward. So there it is. And like I said, I have been loving it. You know, very cost effective thus far. I have been loving it. I haven't had any complaints. Maybe 1 or 2 paper jams, which are relatively easy to fix. You know, should you have one. And watch, I can't do it with one hand. But you lift up under here. You just lift that all the way up, and it will help you to get underneath there. And it's, you know, pretty much like any printer. And you also check the back, because you may have something in the back that you need to pull out. But I like it because it's, you see, it's very it's small. It's sitting right here behind my monitor. A lot of them I saw are very raised, and I don't like that because to me it just takes up more room. This thing is really compact. So, and even my the HP printers were probably sitting up this high, and then the feeder tray was kind of open. It didn't close, so I like this. But let me take you to the ink cartridges. You can see it is relatively quiet as it prints. Just printing up spelling, actually for the next 3 weeks, or 3 lessons. This is not going to last 3 weeks. Who am I kidding? But that's what I am doing. Alright, so I have actually been printing for the last maybe 20 pages like this. But as you can see, it didn't change the quality at all. So I'm getting ready to actually switch out, because what it does is just pull from the other colors. So I'm getting ready to switch out the blue, and hopefully I can show you how simple. Alright, so open the door, and you just push the little lever down on the cartridge, and I usually just shake mine up just to make sure, and you kind of, sometimes I get it spot on. There you go. Give it a little push, because it's going to have on the cartridge, let's see, right here is going to be a little plastic part. That's where the ink comes out. So you kind of got to push it to, you guys know how printers work. And then you close it, and you can hear it close, and then it'll give you this message, and then you and so you answer the question yes or no, and I can see the rest of my ink levels are pretty good. And I never really have to change out all of them at the same time. Usually one will go, and then another one will go. I think black was the one I changed out last time. It was a couple of weeks, probably 2 weeks ago. And that one goes the fastest because that's the one you use the most. So, yeah, the rest of them are pretty good. But that is pretty much how simple it is to change that cartridge. So this is what I've used in a year. Really not a lot at all. I don't print a ton, but I will print a lot just at any given time. I just printed up, I think, 38 or 9 or 10 page books, and I'll share those, but that didn't even cause for a change of ink. It was more paper than ink. So I have no complaints on the ink portion. This is the Brother ink. You get the XL cartridges. This is for the color. It's a 3-pack. This will run you $28, and black I think runs $18, and it's an extra large. I think they sell a normal size black, and yeah, I think that's what the bottom one is. Maybe it's extra. No, it's extra. I think maybe for $10, but it's just the black. So yeah, got a couple of boxes of those, and here are the empties minus a couple. There should be 4 of each one, and I'm keeping them because I can recycle them. You take them back to the store. So and also for this video. But this is it. These are all of the yellows and that. And what I did was go online on eBay, and I will leave the link to the store. They sell all sorts. And search out cheaper options. so that I could, you know, take advantage that way. And I found a great deal, and I can get 2 of each color for $6, $7 with the shipping. So you can't beat that, and that's what these are. And they come in just a yellow envelope, and it's one of those, just a bubble envelope. I don't have any problems. You may want to check your printer. Some of these are not, because you know you have the capability match. You need to make sure that it not only specifies for the brand, the model, the year, because some of them back, you know, so far they won't accept a refillable, which that's another option, or a generic cartridge. So you need to check. You know, mine does say generic, genuine Brother ink when it says replace it, but you can use other. That is just why they make them. The other option is you can get a set of these. For my printer, it runs about $14 for the refillable cartridges, and the ink runs about, I want to say $24. I can get pints of each color, so 4 pints. And you know, just a little more. I just don't want to deal with the ink for the rest of the kids. I don't have anywhere to just lock it. If I had a place to just lock it up and know that it's okay, I would, but $6 is fine with me. So that's why I said relative, you know, less than $10 you can get a decent supply. And I really don't have to change these but every couple of months. And you all saw my book here. It didn't take me any a refill to print all of that. So it was just more or less paper. The 2 reams of paper. So yeah, like I said, less than $100. $100 with some ink. I'm sold. And I have no complaints with the Brother printer. They have been, you know, the reviews and things have been good. Their name has been good for years. So I trust them just like I trust HP. I did look at, I want to say Canon and another one. Ultimately, I did not choose them. What was that? Something. Oh, I looked at the HP Envy as well. But ultimately I didn't choose. So hopefully this gives you some ideas, some money saving tips. And should this thing happen to kick the bucket, I will come back and tell you guys when and why, or you know, what I think. Goodness. But as you can see, it is behind my monitor so that the kids can't even get to it. Nobody uses it but me, and normally if it's just me I would have it a little more out, but it's in a good place and it fits. So leave me your comments. What type of printer do you use? Why? Where do you buy ink? And like I said, check the link and I will leave you that in the description bar to where you can get ink on eBay for cheap. Thumbs up for more videos like this. Subscribe, share. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.